I've had a lot of requests, not only from family, but from several friends on how to make taralli the way we grew up in, well, from our heritage in Calabria. So what I did this morning is I made some taralli dough, and I will post the recipe with the video. So it's been proofing now for about an hour. So it's doubled in size, which is what you want. It's very firm. It's firmer than pizza dough, so it shouldn't stick to the table or to my island. So once it's done, you want to take it out of the bowl. Okay. Don't play around with it too much, but you can just knock out some of the air. Okay, and you can see the anise seeds that are mixed inside in the dough, which is, these seeds are sometimes difficult to get if you don't have family in Italy. So what I want to do is I want to cut anywhere between 25 and 30 gram portions of dough. So I have my scale. Okay, so if you want them small, 30 grams is good. We don't like them small in my family, so I think I'm gonna make 100 gram portions. Okay, so that's about 100 grams right here. Okay, so once you have your portions cut out, what you want to do is you want to take your taralli dough, you want to roll it out into a rope. So we like them a little thicker. Some people like them more crunchier, so you can just make them whatever size that you want. So once you have it rolled out into a rope, you just make a donut. And then what we do is we lay them out on a tablecloth, and we let them proof again one more time so that the inside of it is more moist. So I'm going to be doing this a few times. As you can tell, I have 5 pounds of dough. You can cut the recipe in half, and you just have fun with it and you experiment, and the next time you make it, it'll be better and better every time you do it. So I'm going to do one more for you real quick. Again, 100 grams of dough. I roll it out. You can hear the air sometimes pop out of it, which is okay. Roll it into a donut, and then on the tablecloth for them to proof. Another way you can make your taralli is you can also braid it. So you can do one of two things. You can either make your rope again, okay, and you fold it in half, and then you just twist it, okay, so it looks like that. Or you can actually do a braid, which I'm not really good at this stuff, but I'll do my best. So you cut your rope into 3 equal sections, okay? And I didn't cut 3 equal sections, but I'm just gonna stretch it out. You put all 3 in the middle, they join, and then you always keep flipping into the middle. My baking graduates will be so happy with this right now. And that's a braided taralli. So there's 3 different things that you can do, and like I said, have fun with it. My niece Maria likes spice, so I'm gonna take the last little bit of dough that I have here, and I went into the freezer and I got my private stash of chilies that I got last year when I was in Calabria taking my sopressata course. So what I did is I opened up the dough, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a few chilies. Now this stuff's pretty spicy. The gentleman I bought this from in Italy, it was his brother that grows these peppers. So he said, put them in mason jars, keep them in the freezer, you're good to go. So back in the freezer, and now I'm gonna take my dough. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it in, and I'm gonna continue to measure out 100-gram portions. Okay, once you have your 100-gram portions, again, it works the same way. Make your rope. The chilies will be in there. They'll come alive as they sit because these are going to proof a bit. So you make your donuts or you make your braids, and then we're going to go on to the next step. Okay, so what I have here is I have a pot of boiling water, and it's just plain water. And what we want to do is we want to turn it down to a simmer. We don't want to really cook the taralli. All we're doing is sealing the outside of it so it gives us a crispy outer coating, and it gives us a little bit of chew on the inside. Now that's the way I grew up doing them. And most of my aunts have done it the same way, and my nonna, she did it the same way, my nonna. So the water is now at a simmer. The taralli have been sitting for about a half hour. I'm going to show you what they look like. Okay, so they have proofed up a bit, and then I'm going to just gently guide them into the water. Now these don't take long. Okay, just make sure they're not sticking to the bottom. Again, it's just to make sure that we seal the outside of it. It's pretty much the same principle as a bagel, so it doesn't really take long, just a few seconds. And then what I do is I just put them on a sheet pan with a towel to dry off the water. Okay, as you can see it right here, sheet pan. And I do enough to fill 2 trays, and then in the oven they go. I finished 1 tray, and this is the second one. The taralli that I just took out of the water, I'm putting them on a tray, spacing them out to the best that I can. So always work with what you have. It may take you a little while to get them all in the oven, but that's okay. What else are we gonna do while we're in isolation? And then we're gonna go off to the stove. Okay, so taralli are on the sheet pan. I am opening the oven. You can see that I already have some in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna rotate the top to the bottom, probably in about 5-10 minutes. And then they should be fully baked. Okay, taralli have been in the oven for about 20 minutes. As you can see, they're nice and crispy on the outside. Even the braids look good. And when you crack it open, the inside is going to be chewy. Now this is how I grew up eating them. This is how I like them. If you want them crunchier, make them smaller, okay, less weight, roll them out thinner, okay, and they'll probably take less time to bake in the oven. Just remember, just try it, have fun. I'll be posting the recipe, and let me know how they turn out. Take care.